In this video, I'm going to explain to you why you should not be running paid ads and what you should be doing instead. All right, I'm going to save you a lot of time, potentially months, if not years of headaches and trial and error with this one sentence. You have no business running paid ads or paid marketing unless you have done the unscalable foundational work first. And I say this with love because I've seen too many coaches burn money, lose confidence, lose time because they tried to skip this foundational work. So today I'm gonna break down why running ads too early is actually going to slow down your growth and why mastering the unscalable work like DMs, finding clarity, dialing in your offer, dialing in your messaging is the real shortcut. Now, this is the lie that you have been told about paid ads. Coaches and big creators out there, especially on Instagram, they run ads and they basically tell you like, okay, if you run ads and you just put money behind your content and you spend money on paid marketing, like everything is automatically going to start working, which is not the case. Paid ads are not going to fix unclear messaging. Paid ads are not going to fix a foggy offer. And paid ads do not fix an Instagram page that is not already converting organically. So if you get into it too early, really all that paid ads are going to do is just expose what's already not working. It's basically like pouring gasoline on a fire when the firewood is wet or you don't even have that spark yet. Like there's no point in pouring this gasoline on it if there's no spark. So if your content isn't getting traction organically and your inbox is already dry, your offer is already not converting, ads are not going to save you. They'll actually make the problem worse and 10 times louder and 10 times more expensive. Because the reality is organic marketing first is what will prove the system actually works. Organic is not slow. It's the testing ground to see what actually works. It's where you're going to refine your voice, you're going to refine your offer, you're going to tweak the angles of the messaging until something actually works. And you can do that without having to spend a single dollar. Like if you can't get strangers to convert organically, there is a very low chance that you're going to also be able to do it and actually convert through paid advertising. And this is where most coaches get it wrong, is they think that organic is just like posting inspirational quotes or like throwing up random reels. Organic is actually where you dial in the main things that your business is going to depend on: your message, your offer, your content processes, and the overall credibility and aesthetic of your social media page. And at the foundational level, ads do not help refine or build any of these things. Organic does. And it's cliche to say, but the unscalable work is what will make you scalable long term. Nobody likes hearing this, but the truth is DMs build $1 million brands. Clarity builds $1 million brands. Knowing your customer avatar better than they almost know themselves and nailing that messaging is what builds $1 million brands. Like if you want systems, great, but like you need to put in those first reps and really understand how things work before you go and scale it up. For instance, DM conversations will literally tell you the exact language that you should be using and that your audience is currently using. Posting consistently teaches you which angles you need to hit. Talking on camera will teach you how to communicate clearly. Refining your offer is going to teach you what people are actually willing to pay you for. This is all the definition of unscalable work. It's the gritty work. It's not sexy. It's not something that we always want to promote on the front end because like nobody really wants to brag about these little things that aren't really moving the needle forward, or so you think. Like the work no one brags about is the stuff you need to do at the foundational level to start to scale your business long term. So ads only work when you already have proof. Like paid ads are only going to multiply what currently exists at a foundational level. If your content is clear, ads are going to amplify it. If the messaging is dialed in, ads will pour gasoline on that. If your offer is super aligned with what your customers need help with, ads will be able to scale that to the moon. But if your business is built on like confusion and fogginess, ads are going to accelerate the confusion. You should only run ads when you have proven that your offer works, your targeting is on point, you have a clear, consistent system with your content, and you know exactly who you're speaking to. And then once you have that proof of concept, cool, then you can get into paid marketing and you can scale it to the moon. Because at that point, you have what works and ads will just scale that up. So before you run ads, these are the core things that you need to make sure you have dialed in. Step one is you need to dial in your core offer. If you can't clearly explain what you do and the process on how it works within a couple sentences, you do not have that clarity. Number two is you need to nail your messaging. Your audience should immediately understand who you help, what problem you solve, how you go about getting them from point A to point B. And then once you do that, step three is having consistent systems. You need to have a process where you can create 5, 10, 15 pieces of content within a couple hours on a random day and then create a backlog to post that out throughout the month. Once you have that, step four is doing the DM work. I know it doesn't sound sexy or fun to do, but believe it or not, talking to real humans helps you understand their needs, their fears, what objections are coming up. Like, this is where your marketing is built. And then step five is creating organic traction. Like, you need to get to the point where you're booking calls and closing deals without paid ads. I literally tell my clients, if you can't get your first $5,000 to $10,000 directly organically, you have no business getting into paid ads. Because once you get your first couple clients, that is proof of concept that this stuff actually works. And then you can look into actually running paid ads and, again, scaling it to the moon. And also, with me making this video, I want to clarify, I don't think ads are bad. I think ads are actually necessary, but I think there is a time and place for ads. There is a season where you want to run ads, but a lot of people are skipping that season of just doing the unscalable work. Like, if you want to build a brand that makes you $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 months, you have to master the organic first. You have to build the foundations. You have to understand your messaging to a T. Your audience needs to know that you are a go-to authority in your space, and you need to have all your systems dialed in first, because that's the work that will change everything. And if you're listening and thinking like, I don't even know where to start, like, where do I even go from here? Just know that you're not supposed to do this alone. I spent 4 years spinning my wheels trying to figure it out myself. As soon as I started hiring coaches, that's when it started to take off. And that's literally what I help clients do every single day, is help them with these core pieces of unscalable work, so that way they can get into paid marketing as soon as possible, scale this to the moon, make more money, and live the life that they deserve to live. So again, if this is something that you don't even know where to start, or you're like, I understand the concept, but like, where do I even go from here? What I want you to do is click the link in the description below. I left my Calendly, where I actually chat one-on-one with potential prospects and even just people that want to get some value and see, like, is this something that could potentially help me? So if you're interested and you want to chat one-on-one, book a call at the link below. We'll go over a quick game plan. We'll figure out what your bottlenecks are, and we'll see what you need to do in order to really scale this up and build out your coaching business.